Death is coming.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 18 of Conan Exiles Age of War Let's Play series. In this episode we will do the Midnight Grove dungeon and at the end we will learn the Jabal Sag religion. Before anything, let's bring you guys to speed of what I did off camera. As you see behind me, it looks a bit different than the last time. I built a roof in another room above the crafting area just to put some benches that I didn't have space downstairs. The roof is made of insulated wood. I like it more than the reinforced roof tile. Now let's see the bedroom. I put some more decorations. These are the tapestries from the free rewards of the battle pass. So put a King Elk's trophy, a sword, have another room for a sword, table, some chairs, carpets. Coming back to Midnight Grove dungeon, if you are new to the game or just never bothered with doing it, you may ask yourself, how do I find and enter the dungeon? To do that we have two possibilities, but either way first we have to speak to a certain NPC. Here we are in D8, just a bit southwest of the den, to this unmarked location / structure, and as you can see there is a were hyena guy standing in front of it. So if we approach him, he is a friendly NPC. Let me just get rid of this scorpion. If we interact with him, he will have a story. I already learned the Midnight Alchemist.
I am simply lonely as I await my return to the misty lands. I would like to talk.
I learned the Midnight Alchemist when I learned the Mitra religion, I believe. So,
Your conversation shall be missed, human.
now that you learn the Midnight Alchemist, you have two options. First option is to craft the potion in your alchemist bench. If you have the improved alchemist bench, the recipe will cost 1 water-filled glass flask, 3 blood, 2 bone meal, and 50 yellow lotus powder, which can be obtained by putting yellow lotus blossom in a grinder. And the second is just killing something, hack him, and buy the potion of midnight directly from him for 5 feral flesh. Now because I'm here, let's just buy the potion of midnight for 5 feral flesh. You should drink this very quick because it has a 30 seconds expiration. Just drink it. And here we are in the Midnight Grove. It's the prettiest dungeon in my opinion in the game. In the first section there are hyenas. I'm also going to collect their pelts. If you want, there are some cubs also in this dungeon. Hyena cubs, bear cubs. I don't know about boars. It's basically an animal dungeon because it's Jabal Sag. Now you have two ways where you can go. First is with boars, as it's drawn on the wall. The second one is hyenas. Let's just go for the boars. You can also these corridors loop around, so it's easy to do everything. If you really want to harvest all the pelts, just loop around. It's also a good way to. There are a few people. Good way to get religious. It's a good way to get religious resources. Actually, let me get some resources. It is not a very hard dungeon, but you will need a pretty good fighter, at least a berserker. It is also a good dungeon to level up trolls. Now we get to panthers. Sorry, wolves. One thing I should mention in this dungeon, the mobs, the animals are weaker than the ones in the open world. Like you see, the wolves have only 200 health instead of what, 750 or something like that, 500, I don't know. More wolves up ahead. Like I said before, if you want you can loop around. There are probably more people and wolves, hyenas here. This path will take you back to the entrance. And if you see this sign, this means you got to a boss. First boss is a panther. Not hard at all, but what you want to do is harvest it. My preferred method is to harvest with a hatchet for the shade bloom. We got 11 shade bloom. This is very good to put inside the animal pen to raise pets. Not by itself, you make food with it. But just so you know, you get this from inside this dungeon, the Midnight Grove. Also can drop rarely from corrupted creatures, one skull creatures in the world. After you kill the boss, you have two ways. The Jabal Sag figurine head with the door, it will take you back to the beginning, and you want to go where the bones are. It can be a little confusing in this dungeon to navigate. As you see, we have another path with panthers, with humans, bears. I'll just take the bear path just to show you a place where you also can get bear cubs. Now when you get to this cave, there will be some bear cubs inside. I believe it's two. You can see them in the back of the cave, behind the humans. Now if you want to grab them, you have to grab them quickly, because they'll run away. Also, there's a lot of glowing goop inside. This is probably my favorite dungeon of the game. And as you see in the distance, we come across another boss. Now if you want more bears, you can go to this path, but we will just go forward for the boss. Another good thing I should mention, these glowing mushrooms on the ground, you can pick them up, they're Shuman Amanita. Nothing special, but there's a lot of it. If you have any battle pass challenges, you can come here and harvest all you want. And here we are at the silverback gorilla boss. Again, nothing special, a bit tanky, but not hard at all. Again with a hatchet. Collect all the shade bloom. So basically this is a circular dungeon. As you see, we have another Jabal mouth that will take you back to the beginning of the dungeon, and we have to move forward where the exit with the bones are. We will take a right turn. You see it says panthers, but they're not panthers. These are saber-tooth. Now this is a good place, another good place to get. This is another good place to get saber-tooth cubs. Now I will take the cubs, but what I will do is drag the saber-tooths a bit, because if you fight with them close by the cubs, they'll run away, and it's very hard to find them after. As you can see, there are two cubs. And I believe we will find another one further on, maybe. No, I think it's just two. Yeah, just two. Now I think on the official servers there's one more cup here, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let's go further on. Again, the animals here have lower health than the ones in the open world. As you saw, they have 300 health, and I think saber-tooths in wild, in the open world, they have 750 or something like that. Much tougher than these ones. Now we get to another fork in the road. So the left one goes to humans and gorillas, back again. And the right path will take you to the penultimate boss. Now, make sure you have full health when you drop here, because it's a long jump. Only 2000 health, but he hits like a truck. Again, hatchet. To get as many shade blooms as possible. Now, at the last one, I will try something. I will try the sickle, but I usually use the hatchet. I may be wrong, I don't know. I always use the hatchet for these bosses. Okay, so now is the last stretch of the dungeon. The fog has cleared. We got more wolves. And 2 were hyenas before the last boss. Let's get inside the last room where the final boss is. My advice is to have a shield, because he is very fast until your troll aggroes him. As you see, he does pretty good amount of damage. Also, is very fast. But with the mace, you can stagger him. Not that great. And now, look up. You will see the god himself. Jebal Sag himself. Let me try with a sickle. Yeah, you seem to get shade bloom as well with a sickle. I don't know. We have 81, more than we need. So now the journey step says consume the flesh of remembrance. So when you skin harvest the corpse of the werewolf, you will get Flash of Remembrance. And if you use it, you would complete the journey step, and you will also learn, let me see if I can find it, religion. You find the power of Jabal Sag. You basically learn the religion. So this is the dungeon. If you want to exit, just go to this pool and interact with it. And we got to Sepemeru. This is interesting. Oh, okay, so the NPCs didn't spawn yet. It will take a bit of time. Well, in this spot, if you are lucky, there is a high chance that a named cook will spawn. His name is the Lone Fisherman. Now, I believe this dungeon should be put much higher. For me, the black keep, the next one, is easier than this, in my opinion. Okay, the boss is stronger, I would have to admit that. But if Jabal Sag, if the Midnight Grove, but if you exit the Midnight Grove and it takes you here, I think it should be before the where is that? The wine cellar, because the wine cellar is just here. Doesn't make sense. But hey, I'm not a dev. I don't tell stories. I didn't write the story. Anyway, it's just behind the tavern where Conan is. We'll leave him for now, not speak with him, because we will have a journey adventurer to speak with him later. Just checking a bit for trolls to see if there is anything good here. This is a very good place to get trolls. For now, I guess not. But we will come back another day for blacksmith. I believe this is the best place to get a name blacksmith, because there are there are 4 blacksmiths close to each other. And not only here, you can also find in the crafting area here, crafting quarters. This is just the temple quarters. If you come here, there are also crafters. But this place is just very good. There are 2 blacksmiths that can spawn here, and also where I showed you downstairs here. On a server, on an official server, you can just kill everybody here and here. Just be careful, because they will all aggro to you. Now, anyways, I will cut here and I'll bring you back when I get home. We are almost home. Let's just quickly take the saber tooth. Now you can drop these teammates in your guild if you're on a server can eat this, so they learn the Jabal Sag religion. They don't have to do the dungeon. The other way to get the Jabal Sag religion is to find the named priest of Jabal Sag, which there are 4 spawns, I believe, in the den. 5 spawns, sorry. No, 4 spawns. There's one like right here, 2 above a cliff here, and 1 like here. And if you kill a named priest, it will drop the flash of remembrance, and you can learn like that. Let me just put the saber tooths. Saber tooths. Just put the lingering essence. Another good tip, if you get the essences from any religion, most have a expiration timer. I think I remember there's one that doesn't spoil. I don't know which one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I remember wrong. I didn't use many religions in this game. Basically, what I used was Amulet of Mitra, the second one, just for the water fountain. Very nice. Didn't craft any weapons like this one. The Zetit spear has poison or something like that, but you need a confessor or something. Confessor? Yeah, confessor I think is for damage to get the most out of it. I think I used the Jabal Sag religion just to get yeah, I used them all at some point just to see what they make and stuff. Altar of Ymir is very nice. It has a good arrow for beginning of the game. Much more damage than the iron one, if I'm not mistaken. The Darketo, second one, has a very nice RP-ish armor. Set has poison arrows on the second tier. Snake arrows. These apply poison, not just if you, for example, if you make the poison arrows. If you make the poison arrows from the second, what it's called, from specialist ammunition to poison arrow, it just makes a poison cloud that affects you and your troll as well. So the snake arrows are much better. Yes, well, anyway, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.